Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Tuesday, July 23rd, 2024. And here at Forex Smart Trade, our goal is to help you change your financial destiny and be the best version of yourself by teaching you how to currency trade with our simple but highly accurate proprietary indicators. And I'm here to show you how simple they are and how accurate they are. So with that, let's jump in and see what we've got going today. We first need to listen to this guy, and then we'll see what the market has for us.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We teach using multiple means. We have videos. We have group classes. We have these live trade sessions, and we use personalized one-on-one training. In these live trade sessions, the goal is to twofold. One is for you to see that it works when someone who knows what they're doing are using the tools to give you confidence, and then two, to learn from the person who's doing it so that you can replicate. We've got a dozen different trade strategies, and we customize a trade strategy around your availability to trade and your risk preferences. So I do 3 live trades a week. Yesterday afternoon, this morning, Thursday morning, and at 4:15, I send out an overnight trade setup using a different strategy, and there's a little video that shows you. But when you become a member, every day we have a live trade session in the morning and again in the evening, in addition to the multiple training sessions. Coaching is the key to being good and staying good. Anybody who's good at anything has a coach and uses the coach and connects with the coach. No athlete, even the best athletes, have coaches to keep them on their game. I work off of a little checklist that helps me stay focused. I restart the green chart every day, review of yesterday's activity that didn't go the way that we wanted. And last night we took a trade. We took a trade on the Euro NZD sell trade. It went the wrong way. If you haven't closed it now, I would close it now. I basically, when it went the wrong way, I put in I put the take profit in at the entry. When a trade doesn't go the right way, before I do take action on it, I take a look to see what the chart is showing. I suppose I could have held it, but we are now on the 1 hour chart. we're now oversold going down on the majors. The minors have started to turn. That was a trade that just went the wrong way. It hung. We had the setup. Actually, let's just go back to the setup so you can see real quick. So that was yesterday, which was the 22nd. And we took that at 5:55, which is just before 4 o'clock. So this is the great thing about the indicators. So we've got the setup we were looking for. Overbought, everybody's going down, double cross, good steepness on the green line. Now we made an exception here, if you recall, and the exception was I want 3 of the 4 of these to be giving us a consistent signal with what we're seeing here. We only had 2. So I made an exception, and that kind of hurt us. So a reminder that if you don't see what you want, so here we had the thin orange line coming down and the thick orange line horizontal. So there's only one of the 2 orange lines telling us sell. Dotted blue is going up. When blue goes up, that means sell. Thick blue going down. So we only had 2 of the 4. We had weak up pressure with red on top. So we have a point here, and then we had the confirmation. The majors are overbought on both the 2 and the 4 hour, but we were missing one element here. So, and then if we, I'm not going to bother advancing this, but after 6 o'clock, after the new day changed, it just kept going up and up and up. So if you haven't closed it, close it now. It as we are oversold here, and the miners have turned up. I don't know how much left is in the move, and as it didn't do what we wanted on the trade that we were taking, I'm looking to get out of that in 1 to 3 hours. So it's been almost 12 hours, and it didn't close. So to get out at break even is good. So you can do that right now. So let us go back. So there, the issue was I didn't strictly follow my protocol. I made an exception because I liked the steepness on the green line and that we were overbought on the 2 and the 4 hour. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. However, news does impact currency prices, and we want to know news events so that we can basically trade around them. I like to find news events at Forex Factory. Forex Factory breaks news down into kind of 3 categories. And what happened here? Oh, so we've got, I thought we had a bunch of red items this morning, but we don't. We get clear sailing. Yellow means low impact, so we don't worry about those. Orange is medium impact. I generally don't worry about those. And red is high impact. But we've got no reds till tomorrow on the euro. Well, that's the pound, Canadian dollar, and US dollar. So we've got clear sailing today. So that is good. The trade I am going to do this morning is something called the 10-point trade signal. We've got a dozen different signals, and when we coach you, we kind of find out your availability to trade and your risk preferences, and we will customize a trade plan. This one suits me. I like to trade off the 1 hour chart. On a 1 hour chart, a trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. My sweet spot's 11. If I can carve out 11 pips 3 times a day, I am doing terrific. And on a 1 hour chart, trade should close within 1 to 3 hours. So, and kind of the basis or the strategy in this trade is that I want lines from all 3 sections of the chart to line up. And when I have that, that's a high probability trade. So let's take a look and see what we've got this morning. Chart we're trading off of is the Light 6 Major. It's one of the standard charts. It's a composite chart. It's showing me 6 different currency pairs. These are all kind of US based. I start with the middle section of the chart, which we call the majors and the minors. This red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray is the minor indicator. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. So I'm looking for situations where we are oversold and these lines are going up, or this horizontal blue line is the overbought line. I am looking for situations where we're overbought and the lines are going down, like here. US Canadian dollar, catch it up here, and then I'm going to ride it through the channel and ride these red candles. So that's what I'm looking for. So here we are oversold, but the lines are sideways, so nothing there. Euro USD oversold, lines are sideways down, so nothing there. Pound USD oversold going down. Now, can I make 11 pips taking a sell trade when we're oversold? Yes, I can. Oversold and 22 pips here. It's just not part of my trade strategy. You can make money taking a sell trade when you're oversold. Just it's not for me. The dollar US Canadian dollar oversold. Miners have started to turn. Dollar Swiss franc overbought. Miners have turned. The majors are still going up. Dollar yen oversold. Everybody's going up. Majors are going up. Miners are going up. I've got the double cross where the green is crossed over the red. Gray is crossed over the black. I've got, this is just about 45 degrees, a little better than 45 degrees on the green line. I like to have the green line at least at 45 degrees. I don't mind that the miners have kind of jumped ahead. I like that the green line is just about to enter the channel. So I've got 3 points here. When I have 3 points here, I'm going to jump up to my TNTs. Thin orange going up, thick orange going up, dotted blue coming down. So 3 of the 4 telling me buy. And then I am going to look at what's happening with the pressure. I need at least 3 out of 4 telling me buy. On the pressure, I've got weak down pressure. What makes it weak is the slope of the line and the gap between the line. The closer the lines, the stronger the signal. The steeper the slope, the stronger the signal. So green is on top. That gives me a point. So 1 point here, 3 points here, 3 points here. That's 7 points. That's the minimum that I need to go forward. So let us take a look at, once I have my 7 points, I want to confirm it. And the way I confirm it is I look at a full chart with multiple time periods. So that's USD JPY. So here I am going to look at, so this is what we were just looking at. My confirmation is I want the 2 hour and the 4 hour to both be oversold. And indeed they are. 2 hours oversold, green lines going up. 4 hours oversold, green lines going up. Green line doesn't have to be going up. I just want them oversold. I prefer when they come down and they turn back up. Here it's been hanging out for a while. As you can see, it's been hanging out here for a while. So I have the confirmation I want. Once I have the confirmation, I then want to figure out how much the trade is worth. And to figure out how much the trade is worth, I am going to open up a clean chart with just candles on it. So here is what we looked at last night. So we took the trade here, and we took 16 pips. It did start to come down, but it didn't take us out before it started going back up. And we're right about at break even. So let's go ahead and change this to USD JPY. Now, since I don't normally trade this, I don't have my support and resistance drawn on it, so I have to add it. So I like to squish up the chart so I have more data points to draw my support and resistance on here. So support and resistance are spots where the lines seem to naturally stop. And you can see it stopped in here, stopped in here, stopped here, kind of stopped here, stopping in here, in here, in here, over here. And that's going to become my the limits of which I trade within. Now, on a 1 hour chart, these tend to be about 30 to 40 pips apart. Oops, let's move this up a little bit. So it seems to stop in here, over here, over here, here, all in here. So we're at 155.77 to 156.60. So that's about 22 pips. So that is good. So now once I have this, now it looks like we were trading into an uptrend. And now the last couple of days we're trading into a downtrend. So if I am trading against the trend, which I am now, I'm going to be wary of that and probably take less pips on my take profit than I would otherwise. So let's open this back up so we can see it a little bit better. And I want to know how much room do I have from where we're at now to this line. So in the top left there, you can see, oops, I must misread that. It's showing 54 pips, and down, and 28 pips down, 54, 28. You know what? I'm going to drop one more line in here. And let's see where we seem to. Seems to stop in here. Like right in here, it seems to be bouncing. So let's see what we've got till here. 54 pips is a lot. And since my goal is to get in and get out, so 22 pips till we hit this line. Let's save this. And 22 pips. And let's go back and just take one more look at the signal. I like it. I wish the slope on this, on the green line on the 1 hour, was a little steeper. I wish it was a little steeper, but we're going to go ahead and take a buy on the USD JPY. So you can do that in your simulator. or USD JPY. This is a demo account, so I do not have that pair open. So I'm going to go to File, a new chart. USD JPY is right up on the top here. So here's the chart. I am going to make it 1 hour so that we're looking at the same thing we were looking at before. We are going to click New Order. My lot size is a function of how much I have in the account. So right now there's 6,200 in here. So I'm going to move my decimal place over 4. So it's 0.62. I can take anywhere from half of that to double it. I'm going to take double it. So 1.24 is going to be my lot size. I'm going to click Buy by Market. I'm going to now right-click, go to Modify. We said 15 pips, so I'm going to put 15 pips in here. 15 pips is 150 points. I just add an extra 0. I click the little blue button here, and it does the math for me. We're going to use a 3-to-1. So 15 pips is a 45 pip stop loss. 0. I'm using a 3-to-1 just to make it easy. The real stop loss should be a function of how volatile the pair is and how accurate you are in your trades. Then I'm going to click Modify, and I'm just thinking about whether I want to move this up to where it touches these candles. I think we'll just keep it where it is. So we took a buy, and the reason being is because we're trading against the trend. So I want to get in and get out. I don't want to push it and get stuck holding the trade for longer than 3 hours. So take a buy on the USD JPY with a take profit of 156,175. That's a buy of 156,175. A stop loss of 155.578. 155.578. And we're going to expect this to close within the next 3 hours. Since we have a little bit of time, I don't know that we have enough time to do another full trade. You know what? Let's just take a little quick look real. Before we came on, I always usually kind of take a look. We also had Canadian yen oversold. Everybody's going up double cross. Actually, this is a little steeper than the USD. 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down. So 3 of the 4 down, weak down pressure with green on top. So this is basically the same signal that we saw. So we don't need to take, by taking a second trade using the Canadian dollar, then we're kind of loading up, increasing our risk, because we'll have 2 trades with the Canadian dollar. If we had another pair that didn't include the Canadian dollar, I would think about it. So we're going to pass on this since we just took the trade with the USD yen. But tell you what, let's jump ships, and I'm going to show you a different trade strategy. And this is kind of one of the advantages of having multiple trade strategies. This is a little scalp trade called the thick orange line trade. and it looks at what the thick orange line is doing. And the thick orange line is a scaled number. So, and it shows up here, and it's between 0 when it's as low as it can go, and 10 when it's as high as it go. And when it's at 10, it thinks there's no more up in the movement. There's no more up in the movement. That's a good time to sell because it's going to start coming down. This trade is good on the 1 hour chart when there's less than 5 minutes left. So we're at that point. So we're looking for 0 or 10 or within 1 point of either end. So 8.3 isn't close enough. 8.6 isn't close enough. 0 is close enough. So when I see a 0 here, I want to confirm that indeed we're kind of at the end of the down move. And I do that by looking at where the red line is on the major indicator. And the red line is just touching the horizontal red line. I really want the red line to be extended past the horizontal red line. So kind of where the black line is. So this is touching, but not quite down as far as I want. This down a little further, we would take this trade. So I don't have what I want here. I don't have the two conditions I'm looking for. So 4 isn't close enough. 4 isn't close enough. 9. So 9 is within a point of 10. But look where my red line is. My red line is oversold. I want them to be way up here. So nothing here. Pound. So 3 isn't close enough. 9, yes. Red line is in the middle of the channel. So this is telling me there's no more up. This is telling me there is more up. So I don't have agreement. I want both signals to agree. 5, no. 0.1, yes. And this is within 1 of 0. Red line is past the horizontal red line. Red line of the major indicator is past. So I've got both conditions. Now what I want to do is check what the spread is, because sometimes on the pound New Zealand dollar, the spread is more than a pip. And if the spread is more than a pip, see, we're at 24, 23.7 to 25. That's 2 pips. This is a 5 pip trade. So I'm not going to pay 2 pips to get 5 pips. I want it to be a pip or less than 20% of the move. So here it's just a little bit too much. So even though I've got the signal, the spread is too much. So we'll pass there. Let's see what else we've got. 0.8, 0.8, and the red line. So this is within 1 of 0, and this is within the red line is passed. So let's take a look at what the spread is here. Euro, Australian dollar. Euro, Australian dollar. I don't have that open. So file, new chart. Probably be in this third group. Euro, Australian dollar. Let's make it a 1 hour chart. All right, so the spread is less than 1. So we're going to go ahead and take a sell, new order. Actually, let me just double check. It's not. Is it a sell? Euro, Australian dollar. We're going to take a buy, 5 pip buy. So lot size will be the same. Market buy. I am going to right click, modify. 5 pips is 50 points. Click the little blue button, does the math for me, and we're going to use a 4-to-1 on this because this trade is accurate about 90% of the time. So 20 pip stop loss, click the little red button, and I like to make sure I get my full 5 pips. So we got in at 1.63917, 63959. So if I add 5 pips to that, I'm going to go to 6.7. So I'm going to just adjust this to get the 6.7. On the stop loss, I'm not as concerned that it's accurate, but I do want to get the full 5 pips here. So then I'm going to click modify. So we took a buy on the euro Australian dollar with a take profit of 1.63967, 1.63967, and a stop loss of 1.63711. And that was a 5 pip using the thick orange line signal. What happens is when the thick orange line is at 10 or 0, and the red line is extended. It's like pulling a rubber band, and when the hour changes and there's a new candle, it's like it snaps a little bit, and we're going to get that little bit of snap. Some traders wait till the top of the hour and they want to see this number change by 1, and it has changed more than 1, because we were at 0 something. So I'll expect this to close within the next hour, and on our other trade, the USJPY, within the next 3 hours. All right, gang, thanks so much for joining me this morning. If you want to learn to trade, you need the right tools and the right training. We kind of make it look simple, but it's simple if you know what you're doing. And we've been doing this for 15 years. I myself have been trading for 5. So we've figured out what works and doesn't work, and are able to communicate that to you so that you don't have to take the long way home. We'll get you there more quickly, faster, and we're so confident we can that we'll let you trade with our money and split what you make. If you got any questions, you can reach me. Best way to get a hold of me is just to make an appointment, and you can do that at the forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. Thanks so much, and we'll see you this afternoon when I send out the overnight trades. Bye-bye.